YouTube, it's lLIKE and I'm on men Therafession, but I'm not alone. I'm with.
Exesha feli wa fethu naka lLIKE tabla Rabothata mfana mlobedi born and bred in the deep mountains of Gamujaji ya Bukhosi ya Mosadi khosi ya Nesabula
TWEKAA.
Re busy.
Ahora ya go hlalosetsa like ke mo gebe ka time ba. Lethuba theaters ba ya go hlalosetsa you see student ya lena ba. A hlalosetsa.
Yeah man, we're here on this to show you something.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, majority of a black child, we grew up in households without a father, right? So I don't think having a father per se could have such an impact on the kind of person that you become, unless if the environment now becomes toxic because of the main thing that the father is not there. But if the father is absent, but the environment that you find yourself growing up in is it's warm, it's a warm environment, and it allows you to grow into a person that you want to become, it doesn't have much of an impact as much on Wisha. Like I think
but being in abusive like environment, it's gonna lead you to be like abusive because you think like it's a normal thing to do.
Despite it being a woman, right? Father figure, your mother cannot teach you. Right? Your father must show you.
Mara, that doesn't lead you. But if the environment is not like it's very not normal, we're normal. Like being in an environment that is like pure, like happy and all that, like your soul's gonna like be attached to the happiness. So wherever you are, you're just gonna be happy. You're not gonna have any anger. But if you come from a home like every day, you're gonna feel like it's a normal thing to do.
Not go whatever, which means you can learn from a father, but you cannot. Okay, there's an effect from father, but then I want an effect from an absent father. That's what you're saying.
No.
Because absent father wouldn't do anything, but being a father being there and then I was abusive over an effect. That's what you're saying.
Margaret, the question was
absent fathers. Effect absent fathers would be bad.
Effect Jabon. Yeah, there's some things that like you can't like your mother can't talk to you about. Sure. Yeah, father. Understand? Mara, it's not that big, dog. It's not that big.
Okay, Shab, let's make it personal. Did you grow up in a household with a father?
Yes, I did.
What role do you think your father played?
Just being there.
No, I understand what you said.
Yeah, just like the family of like having a father. Mara, I feel like little family that they don't have like the father figure. They're still doing good. Like it's normal now.
No, growing up, I didn't have a father figure.
How was it?
The experience was not that quite good growing up because like I had challenges growing up as a boy. And other things where I felt like if I had a father, I could have maybe adjusted to these things. I want to maybe hearing someone who has mainly advice. Because there are some certain things that you can experience as a boy out there in the street, and you cannot come back at home and talk to them with your mother because like the advice won't be like rational; it'll be based on emotions, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a powerful point.
Very powerful.
Yeah, that's a powerful
perspective. What's wrong? Yeah, and I feel like obviously there's gonna be. I grew up with a father, and for example, my mother cannot drive. You know the example. They don't understand. My mother cannot drive.
I have a different feel to this thing. Okay, Sharp. My father is there. I told you that he's there or he's not. So what is happening is my mom and my dad are together, right?
What's that?
What is not there? Wait, I'm going to explain. They're together. So, my dad works in Joburg, so most of the time he's not there. So everything I settle it with my mom, or the closest thing that I have to a dad is my older brother. So I settle a lot of things late. The only impact that I feel like my dad will have is if maybe old lady Wanagari, this thing is becoming too big for her. That's when she'll say, and then I'll have that fear in me each time. So, but I think that fear that is instilled within us as Majida to say, it could be like something that is going to be impactful to say, you know that if my mom cannot handle this thing, my dad is going to step in, and it's not going to be nice when time I step in. Maybe that get that feel to say, time, I don't know at any time or time or something. But otherwise, look, I feel like I've settled most of my stuff with my mom. Even today, I choose it. Yeah,
sure. I feel like
it is still not.
yeah, I know you're moving at them.
Why not moving? I do like,
but I can.
Nothing to give all of me.
But okay, with me, I feel like it's different because my mom is like the middleman. So if I need something,
so that I want to see really well. I'm also not worried. Even though I provide, even though father provide, it's just okay.
So do you revolve around the room? Like a mother can play both roles.
Yeah, a mother can play like nowadays. A mother can play like
shout out to our mother. Yes, mostly.
A mother cannot really play both roles because women, we tend to rely on the emotional side, and as boys, you do need the masculine side, which we cannot provide.
Yeah, truly speaking, I support what she's saying because, like, growing up as a man, there are certain things that must be instilled to you. Usually, growing up with a mother, remember, women like to play things safe, but as a man, you know, the world is brutal out there. You have to go out there and compete with other men, and there's only one person who can truly instill the things that you need to be fully a man. Because remember, for a man to be a man, a man must see a man through the leadership of someone.
Yeah.
Why? No, it makes sense what you're saying. But for the fact or emotional side, this is proof, right? That's what we're living on experiences. Mothers can
for real.
Or maybe it came out wrong. Not necessarily that our mothers can play both roles, but for me, I'll speak on my side. You also speak on your side, So not necessarily my mother can play both roles. I'm just saying the impact is not as great as my dad's side. Because there was a time when my mom was in vet, right? So she was at school, and my dad was also in Joburg. So what happened was that I moved to my grandmother's place. But still, during that time, my mom would be the one who calls a lot. What's happening? What do you need? And then those conversations that I have with my mom, if something didn't go well at school, I phone I sort out. So I'm just saying, maybe time, it could be my family dynamic to say, maybe time or relay on. I'll give you all the resources you need to run the family. Just make sure that everything runs smooth in the family. Time I provide the resources, and then old lady is the one who makes sure that everything is. Yeah.
But then check. You're saying right? But then, for example, if you check it, we go through a lot. For example, university. We have a girlfriend. You have to provide. And yourself, you have to take care of yourself. Sharp and everything. So we're not angry about tapping emotions, right? But for the fact of our support is him showing you love in a different. We don't love the same. I feel like men are winchak, provide and protect. So long as you're safe, so long as you're being taken off. That's the least you can do.
I go like advice from my father. Like I had almost, I had like everything I would like you. Like my
exactly. Like I handle things
my own way.
Sure.
If Kitlavan ever give me good phone live, I'm saying that's all regala. I been so get stuck. Won't understand. maybe yena o tla bolela time nna mbile ke yena a tlo buang nno rai man a tlo re die e swara so nna mbile tla bona gore go tlo legala we'll see what will happen after that. I don't remember like on advice what over
so like okay with everything
and I'm still okay.
One point more.
I'm still okay.
Yeah, back to that issue of like a woman cannot being a father and a mother. Because looking at the society, the way it's broken, basically, I want you to majority of inmates or brothers who are in prison, majority of them, when they ask them like, what made you to do this? Most of them answer like, I didn't have a father growing up. See, girls who are chasing the fantasy lifestyle, going after sugar have the same reason. Like I didn't have a father when I was growing up.
Yeah, that's why Tapelo Ilar that thing my father is gonna. Yeah, that thing my father is gonna. It has like a big impact.
About your point, girls blah fantasy and everything happening. Yes. Don't put it close to your mouth too much. So your experience about validation.
So I feel like maybe like the more
in other men.
and all the ones. I feel like the student
Come on,
and about that other men feel like just because they don't have money, they're not good. You feel less of a man because you don't have money in a relationship.
What makes a man a choose?
Noted.
What do you think makes a man?
No, provide and protect, but don't feel less of a man because you're still going there. Everyone you see, but Ricky comparing one, but the MK6, but the arrested, they just start somewhere.
Okay, cool. Then now it's no longer about not being able to provide, maybe in the life stages. But the ultimate goal for a man is to be able to provide, actually.
And to
provide any resource.
I mean, nowadays they also appreciate that about KFC. In no way, dog. Would the guy get Sasa?
So get about Papa.
No, that one, I'm talking about the financial state or men feel
less of a man because you can provide.
Because machine, and we are trying. Honestly, we are trying. So you say,
Markin don't like religion or like or give him a challenge. I have to like.
You're gonna believe that because you are a what? Man.
Yeah, Markin.
No. Do you feel like that when? Or men should feel less of a man if they cannot provide for you. Or they can provide more.
The thing is, according to cultural norms, there's this belief that men their values is tied up according to their financial side. If you are able to provide for me as your woman, I tend to see you more of a man.
That's very true.
So if I could provide the fat was beating you. Okay, I get to
Subscribe.
That's a point. Back to that issue, what makes a man? I think what makes a man find it by saying as a man, how you carry yourself and how you present yourself as a man. Then financial stability, I think that's a necessity for a man. But financial stability doesn't necessarily mean that you are a man, because there are men who are financially stable, but when he walks out of his car, dressed in pajamas, and then that suit is in a wardrobe, he cannot really apply his mental equipment, spiritual edge of him. He can handle a proper conversation with the woman. The only thing that he's able to provide only. So I don't think financial stability means that you are a man. Because another thing that you have to do, this thing of a man being defined by his financial stability came from women. We allowed it as men.
She wants
a
to
real
meet you
man.
up.
A real man must be defined by women. How so? Why women don't know who they are?
Women don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Women, how do you feel about that?
Not really. as from my experience, I grew up with tough love and that love myself, and I tend to go around looking for love from men. So I get what he's saying.
That's what you were saying. Yeah.
And another thing to add on what he's saying, social media influence is the one that portrays men, which is not true.
Like you should have maybe both.
Both what?
You should provide whatever they're saying and nobody chelete. Like as a father dog.
I feel like there's the right one. Muchilo is gonna wait for you, patience.
Yeah, having a good woman.
Exactly, a good woman. Because obviously, yes, now I'm talking from experience.
But people see that while they're billionaires.
Exactly.
If you're cheated on while he's a millionaire.
You feel less like oh will let's say have a conversation as a family like oh will
if you have
because like focus more on like mom said that you won't understand the give from experience like for real
from experience. Well, not like I say, but what I'm saying. Yes.
Listen to Solokamo. One yana will say,
yeah.
One yana will say,
I got hotel. Yes, my provider.
Dog moving it plays a big role. Not that or a man must like be financial or but it plays a very big role.
But do you think Msadi akabalwena usina selo at all? Usa phakama.
Usa think Msadi akabalwena usina selo.
Yes.
Le faith nyana or maybe ukatopa nyana what. Mara ka enjoy after 10 years out the selo lo gona. Achuar really realistic. Uja fast.
But Genesis.
What I will to feel it. Yaman.
Yes.
I don't know because Maranak will something like from experience. Like, you won't say anything. Immediately, Roja Sira Samarai, it's an agame jogam. I like it like a mama. I want to go like a mama. I am a Maroon only cheletan as a manager. Won't wish it. Ovale cheletele rubele like ube power you. But never come to respect you. They are gonna respect you. I like Usne Chelete Mara only there for like well papole tene. Maros Niche Aule, Lucas Bule.
Amarane, shout out.
Side Munala Pachu is never easy. It has to be really easy. It's not an easy thing to do.
Okay, well, yes, as we're speaking now, I'm thinking about this other situation where a guy or a munna who provide mara the space that he created for his family is not conducive to grow children. So I feel like money is an essential part of being a man so that you can be able to provide, but like there should be some other elements.
Those small things you should like them as a man. Those small things. Shout
out to women while experience. I shout out. Remember what point are you raising?
I'm trying to raise this thing of like men in most cases they stay inside a man's cave, they don't share their problems. It's because
about the abuse they are very
I feel a divorce again. Most
For long abuse.
no, like I can let me just say over dog. Yeah, for venting. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
what leads to men being frustrated, and then I want that anger comes out there as violence. That's the reason why men. And in any other things, if like I can come to you, I want to say, I'm no longer able to provide as a man. When you have the needs to provide, you can easily step me on my back.
Yeah. It's more like
so what's on doing
I usually come on night shoot rather than maybe outside. People are gonna be like exposed to it. I feel about
Guys, I have a very different view. Actually. So now one person will not matter. Now I can keep quiet. Like I have to speak for me to feel better. So, maybe I could say, but now I believe that for if it depends on how serious I am with you. So if you go with your best, what I can do is let's sit down and let me speak about something that's bothering me. Because if I do not speak, one thing you're going to see is that my character is going to change, obviously, because I'm not okay. So come get good morning text, hi baby, sharp, and then there's this other day, I get fork. So rather I give you an idea of what is happening. But it also goes back to the people that you have around you. He mentioned something, if you can talk to your lady, or muja matata, and then from that moment, they start seeing you less of a man because of whatever situation that might have happened or whatever you decided to talk to them about. Or or advantage, I think it depends on the people that you have around you. If the people that you have surrounding you do not allow you to be vulnerable, I believe that you're within a wrong circle. If you're gonna choose, I should be able to tell you, yeah, matters are being another one better.
Oh, it's that's the ring. Ako jamule expiry mo.
This lady.
To add on, also society expectations portray men. You don't want them to be soft, to vent out, tell us about their problems. Obviously, if Kadamo Vila, I'm beating up Vila, I out to me and I'm motoring it.
Yeah.
But and another thing, Vila can say, Papa, I am motoring because the father's value motoring, I'll bet her meet something like that.
But so when stress so how do you deal with it?
Oh, Santlero.
Yeah.
Alcohol, obvious.
Alcohol. No. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan.
Because of my dad. Yeah. It's more like on drinking and it's not like everyone's at the shop. I'm not a fan. Gay no matter, I'm not a fan.
Sure.
So what I will go as Santlero I Zuma. Ya go batho le gore ya tshepa ke a tseba gore a nka ya go dumela tšhu ka mtlhalositse gore a bo go tsamaya so re tlo nna le ene ra bona gore re tla mo bušiša ya ke tlo
back to the kind of people
because ke tlo change eventually ke tlo change bona ke happy wa ke tlo change o tlo magala ke phele ba le ke robala ga ra ka ba bona gore because nna ke sore ke stressa go busa mpatla tšhu ke robala
oh sure
ke robala ke tsoga mola ke tsoga ke le much better rather than ke go no la fetša
and of financial stress.
Yeah, it's hard.
So it's like this part will get it. And most men
when I'm not the better
I don't have a coping mechanism. Okay, Jesus my Lord. And we do not pray okay. Well, how do you cope with stress?
Let's speak, dog. I talk to people, like, I can really choose it, but I don't have a lot of friends, but I have like a few friends on Gusha. I know if it's relationships, I can talk to this one. If it's family dynamics, I can talk to this one on Gusha. If it's my girlfriend as well, I feel like shout out. I feel like, when you're with someone who creates a safe space for you to be as vulnerable as you can be, it makes it a lot easier. Dog. We speak now, hey baby, I had a long day. This is what happened. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. My mom phoned 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 3. My little sister called me. She's complaining about this and this and this and that. We talk about it, and then once we are done talking about it, it never has to be a topic again. Ungusha. The dog. We focus on other things, because I feel like what becomes a problem with venting, especially in a relationship situation where I'm talking to my girlfriend, only the 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then 2 weeks down the line, that's why then it becomes a problem where how do I vent to you about something that bothers me, and then now you want to use it as reference whenever we are fighting again. That's why your dad left.
Like let me just say what maybe when and then if you want to get 1 2 3 1 2 3. So every time I chicha na kama mjeju. Abo utlu opal lagi that's where
So do you think this stress can contribute to fellow box?
I would feel jolly distance.
Perspective here. I have a man. Stress can contribute to
I can need that. You come home, the tone, no one the tone.
Respect.
Tone, I got respect, good respect. Because auto no logare, on Gusha, Ojolo Nike sharp. Tunilla Tuno Landayon, Ian Sakasaka, and whether with some side, Twites in Gamu, Ushuna and I gave you dinge. Yabasaka and below me that la.
Very point.
Have you ever been in a physically abusive relationship?
To my phone. But I think I'm mad. I feel like something like one as a man. Like Mocho Abechamas and one he knows what he's doing. So I thought about it. I don't speak. Can I give a chap when you look at one the man go I want to go so yeah.
When I choose
I give physical actually. I give physical it all and I'm not sure I think I know. Gotta go like you. I give like I want to think about I give it a hood like I have friends Valore. They don't like to be physical.
Sure.
Let's follow physical house in achieve that you. Also I'm don't like because I talk to you and we are second football weekend. We're gonna be involved. We're gonna be involved. What if so be fast.
Yeah, I think back to that issue that you I think that's a personal issue. That's why in most cases when we grow up as men, how we're going to whatever she's going to do mirror.
Whoa. So what my woman does to me is a reflection of who I am as a person.
So yeah, if like you allow your woman to disrespect you once and then you don't address it, okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and I didn't like it, and then you let it slide. This is okay.
Push up.
Yeah,
it's normal.
I can always
use why normalize
you have like it's like letting it slide, you are opening a Broadway for it to come up when she's going to graduate.
Not only come fair, like
in general,
you must let like hey.
But whatever you must be mindful of. Not only like each and every one. Some people who are going to leave you at some point.
then
You
they'll
do it once, I relax. You do it twice, I relax. You do it for the third time,
Sad.
then you go away.
Mara ke o bolla nnete actually
He makes a good point.
ke gopela ba mkwera tshi ba mpitša ka main name wena mokotwana eng
Bolo mokotwa tshi.
mina be ke sa lekane matši a o bona tši ke sa lekane matši ke bele dithu
What if you're not single better?
like I've never been hit and I've never been physical with a girl. I feel like the most that has happened in a relationship was I found out that my girlfriend was cheating on me, right? And then after confrontation, because I'm one person who would confront, not my current. I'm one person who would confront the situation. So when I confronted, she confessed, oh yeah, this and this and this and this and this happened. And from that moment, I emotionally signed out. Like I'm one person who emotionally signed out. Like, enga jomo wana ki juile. Ho nyaka le ka ema mo ga le bona.
bete ilo jo ya rapela
I was saying, and then like she saw that I've emotionally signed out, and she was like, "No, just hit me, you'll feel better." Chief, there's no way I'm going to hit you. Who tell you? Like you knew what you were doing. Like, like so she's saying after I hit her, I will feel better. But I feel like she wanted me to hit her so that she can relieve herself because from the guilt of cheating on me. So that means I cheated on you, you are not doing anything wrong with you. So the guilt is going to stay with me forever. So if you hit me, I'll feel like we are even now. I cheated, you hit me, Rashad. But no, there's no way I'm going to hit you. They're like, it's fine. You did what you did.
I keep on doing what I do.
Okay, so for my experience, man, I feel like also the way you were raised, it also counts. Because I had this one ex, I cheated on him.
Okay, explain.
Okay, so he was busy confronting me, and then I lied and I said some stuff, and then he was like, and afterwards he was like, after 2 days, he blocked me. Such things. I know I'm mad, but then this is not how.
Okay.
Yeah, going back to the issue of how you were raised, right? If you were raised in a toxic environment, that's how you view love as it is. If like if you were growing up, you used to make mistakes and then you meet someone, you do them wrong. You see it as the right thing to do.
Okay.
You see, for example, if a man grew up under a household whereby the father used to come late, drunk, beat your mother up, that's what you like. Okay, being a man, it's doing this. Then going down the line, as you grow up, you're going to do the very same thing. Because why? Men are people of habit. You see, what you've learned growing up, you're going to do it again.
About drunk, a drunk man's words, it's a sober man's thoughts. What's the word? Trying to idea that will. Mara
ke nagana what you're saying now ya evolve what's evolve ke bolela ya change
so question is what
as is like mara like evolve actually like I said ya ka mo gore gola cause le dipuku tse re di balang ka grade R grade 1 grade 2 ya go tlhalosetsa gore how like a man must behave that's why re kgone bona gore ai man obotse nto e rianye wa siona like go sona le like the most cases ja rape tse le gore ba ripa bana ba bona ba realize je guy skolo ba bantsi ba realize skolo ngare
Actually, that was
abento ba bolela mo ke nte ba bandira nyona ka bua ba ngushisha and anja hola chu wa ngushisha wa realize then wa bona gore ai mthasi motho shaponga ntabaria mama gore ntabaria andira nyona sintwe sharp ke ga tlotho mo wa mo
so the one is getting bad.
Yeah, that point ile iba tse ba bonthaka oh like re dibuku tse re di balang ke tse ba ruta jona sekolo ngushisha ke re fa mando mo chu to see that gonna ke bona like physically ke bona gore okay papa tlile tabulo ita mama mara ke bala ka dibuku wa bona teacher motho obviously ngushisha ke moja as mama sekolo
so in the next 10 years we see it if ukutshega like even to learn ile esaba problem of this
yeah it lo fokotshega
like it lo fokotshega with everything influence
yeah it lo fokotshega
You know it's going crazy.
Now it's going
Now I feel like it's not because I'm
It's going to be worse.
It's going to be worse. Remember now, the world we're living in, it's much more advanced. How we grew up. Back then, we only saw like, okay, why men were beating up women, because women didn't have any choices, whether it's career-wise or improving their lifestyle. You see, so and now going to the world whereby women are also careful. One day you may be a woman, then down the line you lose your job, right? Then still the man. At some point she's going to feel like he's the man of the house, né? He's going to treat you with respect. Not long ago to be at some point, right? And obviously the only way to keep out that anger.
So you think Roberta said it will be normalized? That's what you say.
It's why women? Okay, it will be normalized because in most cases women stay in toxic.
Because of smart.
Ke nagana gore na jang bia ka mgo ibile nga gona ne e shapa like basadi ba le chelete ka ba the more ba le chelete they think the more ba tlo
Better than men once. Because if a man becomes financial stable, he views it from a perspective of like, now I'm suitable to be a provider, but the woman seems like, oh, now I'm able to be independent and do things on my own. I no longer need a man.
Like no, yeah, it will evolve. That's like it will evolve because of like no basadi ya chuba bale basadi no babale le titan la gore like babale wealth okay. So abe bale wealth so o ka se gone media gotlelele net fela media ga te o tlo go ishora totsi ya ntlwela a spela chu a fela le divo a like a vaya wa understand so it tlo batabela gore it tlo fokotseya instead of increasing ka mgo iblela a ke nna go tsela ba gotlelele like most bana ba
Yeah, you do have a point.
yeah bana ba ntse ba ka se like motswadi as a parent as a mother.
Feeling that thing, I was trying to say
It will decrease because of yeah.
now it seems like you have the grounds to stand up for yourself. There is no need to tolerate such a thing.
Yeah, it will decrease too. Msajja ithome ba lo wealth ai ba sharp ba ga botse. Mo mitarate o tja bana ba ga go avaya. Wa understand because aka se jumella bana ba ga ba gola because wa tsore itlo e ka ba khawata mare ka ndo
but there's a lot at stake than wealth.
But most of the things women stay in toxic relationships. Actually speaking.
Oh, but like there's a lot at stake actually.
The case GP view like body bula today, then that's why later. Next weekend it's another thing.
I think what you're talking about goes back to what he was saying, Ore. Maybe our mothers because of he's a provider. But now because they are career women, they are working and everything, dog, what am I staying for? One trap like eulogy, dog.
So I feel like
it will get better.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
it has already started with our generation. I feel like I guess I'd say more relevant, but I feel like it has started with our generation.
But that's they won't say it. They protect them.
With our generation, I feel like it will change. Social media era for the awareness. Even our mother who were victims, they were like, if after once, like, personally from my experience, my mom was in an abusive relationship. And I learned from it.
Your first stepdad.
Yes.
Marriage is fine.
Mhm.
It happens. Before she sat me down and told me, like, even if you love a person, there's no way they're gonna change. After one slap, you can go. I also learned that from Abu L.O. Those awareness the race. The social media, there are people who are in abusive relationships, marriage, they do come and tell us as young women, please, after that one slap, that person won't change.
Yeah.
There's chances.
That one, yeah, I don't know.
I wanna disrespect that you. This guy, don't let it like slide.
Like
You are forgiving a cheating partner. In future, if he or one.
Yeah, man. About Gigi, do you think men just cheat or there's something to it?
Listen. From my perspective, men cheat with those people who are easy to cheat with.
No, I know.
When it comes to women, it's emotionally attached. Like, before a woman have sex with you, she has to convince herself, I'm going to do this. This guy, I find this guy attractive. I'm going to do this. That's why if like we are out drinking beer and stuff, and then you don't think we're like, hey, I'm a champ, because that girl only convince you before doing that thing.
To answer your question, I choose men cheat for vibes.
It will cheat.
No.
And another thing, it's always men who cheat until it's time to do DNA tests. It's always men who cheat until it's time.
Okay, sure. Okay, boy.
DNA test.
Or maybe some cheating from men can be influenced maybe by the condition that the girlfriend provides. Like, that's also true.
So if we look at the time or
it's for fine, dog. It's for fine.
Personally, I wouldn't cheat for vibes.
Another thing.
Me too. Look at you. I don't cheat for vibes. I don't cheat.
I need women.
Nagi cheat.
Please. I know.
Nagi cheat.
Oh.
No. Can I? James, dog. What she's saying is very much true. I hate to break it down to you, but here's how it is at Tuesday. When at Tuesday, you grew up a gas. When you're in grade 10, girls don't see you. Girls don't see you. Grade 12, girls don't see you. And then you get to varsity and then you get the courtesy to be under a bursary or NSPAS at most. And then the moment you start being exposed to, it's like
I don't know how you explain that.
What they explain?
So it's a thing of there are certain people who cheat for validation, bro. Like that thing already, because I never had a chance to do this in my younger age, I'm trying to keep up now. It goes back to what you were saying before we started shooting, to say majority of people that we are competing in the dating game, our generation, we're competing with older men. Older men that maybe in their younger days, like they were not seen. But now because they have access to cars, resources, they target our people. There's what we call low self-esteem. Like to boost your ego, you now feel like you have to date multiple women so that you can keep up to the standard of get out.
Also the influence of friends.
Yeah, that's true. I think
even your fathers. And then you feel like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Maragre, we talked about the Korea.
On the decrease.
It will decrease.
University on idea rule.
Go deeper.
And eventually you're going to go deep.
Temptation.
But I like what okay.
But I think to what she said, like the people you hang around with, mina as ngumzulu ne and ngazi ukuthi indoda yomzulu kumele ibe nani nesithembu
le tribe ya and tribe
and another thing ihloko wena Tumelo or mang I now guys I am loyal to my girl I'm teaching you view me or like I'm a less of a man because some of the people who hang around me, they have access to many women.
Changing friends, chief. Guys, I'm one person who believes in like the people that you find yourself around are what builds you or choosing.
I don't know. You get Not the people, the environment. Because the environment that you are in.
I'm loyal to my girlfriend or house.
Like that's again. It's very wide. The environment that you. Let me just say about let me just say the environment. Environment. Like street high. I was gonna smoke. I was give it like most of all, like let me just say 80% of Shimon go because they want to get normal thing to do because of the environment. But our environment you want to ride, man.
Another thing because I'm cheating. It's this thing like cheat on your partner before you find out he or she might be cheating.
Guys,
shout out to loyal boys. Enjoy all much the boat.
Shout out to me.
Shout out to me and Jaga and yourself. Shout out.
Shout out.
That's in trouble.
Like they are not interested in you. That's very true. Another thing, it's not only more than women. It's women who cheat a lot. But just look like they are too sneaky. It's easy for her to put it down.
No, you're not making sense, but okay.
Make us
What I'm saying? No, listen to it.
Put the habit part. Habit part. What's about we're not like Julia? And really, I actually jumping every day. What's all right, man? And you know, my channel not to one of the
yeah, that one.
If like a sideline, I'm
not infected.
Women cheat a lot. Why each and every time I would like the DNA, but overprotective.
That's a woman's perspective.
Why don't you trust me? Why if Nasa cheat, why?
It's different for us. As women, we cheat because there is something we are lacking from the relationship, from you as my man.
tomorrow, banyana o khona o cheater 10 years ka mo wa tseba ka wa 11 o tsere go shimane o shekele ba khotsi ba reng a bo khona ke cheater so again a bona no nyaka media environment din je go re ntwe income everything re tshika ke go tshika bona no nyaka media o mo and ona go bolla too much wa no phala ke mamma o tsere moshimane o khona le gona a re khone o cheater especially monyana tso di ang khona o ara kwa tiro kwa ditšeng ra go plus o complete after 5 minutes mabana
no make sense
then you take
make sense narmo Banyana ba o ga ke motho minazi ena bila o fitla kwa wa ntsholo ra tamano ke shaka since tamano ke mo tseba
ba le no lo khona o phela le kholo 3 months ka mo a se mo ntse
o ne manga ano ntlhelo se ditaba tjeka
ena jela so
o ne manga
ka mashoma
kunesisho esithi ngezulu abafazi bafabazi yabona women are
ayi bona
women are too secretive
ba ina mase
because how come or like boku go barena they can hide yabona like towards our grandfathers. Most of our grandfathers found out like after 60 years of raising a child now. That child is not mine. I spent like it takes 60 years. I want to like
never do say. You know she manage too much.
Nah, she manage too much.
I don't think it's a thing of anti-favor, but I don't think it's a thing of talking too much. I feel like I'm one person who is stuck. I can't focus on two people at once. One is going to stay. One is going to suffer. So if now I'm with her and then I start seeing another person, she's either going to feel that I've neglected her, or the other girl won't get equal attention as she does.
No, like
girls whenever cheat, they can put it on in an equilibrium. The things that she usually does for you, if like what clean or
The reason why it's not only because we are thing is we think you guys need the respect from us. So the moment I show you that there is another man, you will feel disrespected.
Going back to the psychology.
So they are trying by all means to protect your feelings. They respect.
Why the first point?
There is something you're not giving me in the relationship. Something about women. There are times that I will tell you just that you won't get it. It will come as a joke, or as my friend Lethuba and Thabo in like what's that? I'm directly telling you that I can create something from you.
No. Women have been it before. We have something to say about women being able to cheat. How so? She needs money.
Yeah, she needs money.
I can have money.
Like
women competed like
oh yeah, the kinjala social media polishore keje ore ke motho a ma blog Antalani.
It's not like no more.
So motho a polosho o tla ke mogotsa motho a ke gape polosho mo reketse mablong time la sanga reka le quarter re na le 3 months but that's wrong mara the effort even if you don't have money effort ba shimane ba ga ba fetu bana fetu jeno ngwala di notes nyano di ka re ga ja mo favorite ya tsong o betso you love her something ma fetu
show effort what's what women offer attention ba ro ba dula mo abo mo fina go
abo kona mala mo botso tshira ngile ya re o morata too much imagine one ya botso o morata too much
yeah the women stay in toxic relationships and cheating healthy relationships
don't be too much
don't you play shagare na lena como to tsanang hands mo
another thing as men I think it's high time for us to adjust. Let us go off this mindset of women are angels because they are not
if we are treated right.
Nah,
what's right?
What's right?
Let's say you are a career man, you're in a corporate. Then maybe like let's say you are a CEO of a certain company.
I am, yes.
You do,
I am, by the way.
You do have money, ne? You do have money.
No.
Mona analinako. If
One in challenge. Anana.
Yeah. You see, so how are you going to give each, like, their expectations are too high for a person. Well, that's why they say women do monkey branching. They go around, they want to hang branch to branch looking for the strongest one to hang on. But they never get satisfied. They never get satisfied.
Oh, what's your name?
What's that? No, I want to appear and tell you. That's our next guy.
On what you're saying, it's based on the on what you're saying. It's based on the man is a provider. Obviously, it will go to the highest bidder. If Tapelo Otlaka 10K, Otlaka everything, he's there emotionally, the attention, everything, it goes to Tapelo. If to me comes Tapelo is there and he's giving me more, as women, we are more emotional and
I love
it's
I like it now. Like you're going from relationship to relationship for the fact that you need money. And a woman can make money.
It's not about
they can make money, but
They never get like satisfied.
Oh,
yeah,
Show off.
At this point, more until we close it. You were saying? Because do you have a question? You have a question? Do you have anything to add on? Do you have anything to add on?
No, there is nothing like a whole
Regulator, choose so far.
it's not.
I feel like cheating. I feel like cheating. Not personally. If I would cheat, which I will never do. As you said, you love the person, right? But then the relationship is not feeding you. I was very sharp. Maybe gambling, I was sharp.
Yeah.
Or liability. Liability, well, minus. You're
not an investment.
Yeah,
our investment exist.
Hey, we're not liability.
That's something I think would add on cheating.
Not great investment.
Look, I feel like what made me move from a certain relationship to other relationships because of lack of emotional intelligence. Dog. I feel like as a person, you must be emotionally intelligent.
No, he makes a good point.
Emotional intelligence in the sense of like, bro, know what to say, when to say it. And I don't want to find myself in the middle of something unrelated to that, and then I have to now answer to questions like, like, read the situation, read the room, be emotionally intelligent, and also the way we address issues, dog. I'm not saying you must not tell me when I fucked up, bro. Tell me, but the approach to the problem,
exactly.
I'm one person who takes emotional intelligence. Like, emotional intelligence is number one for me, dog. A woman who's not emotionally intelligent without stress, boy. Like, without stress, are blind. Dog, now we'll be annoying out with the skipper, so. I think we could have discussed it.
Emotional intelligence. What's emotional intelligence? I know. What's your point?
Off topic. What are some of the words the young men out there related as men venting,
Okay, my advice is that, like, I always say this a lot, and I feel like it's important
to a lot.
No.
Who are what? Related to the podcast.
It's like for mental health. So like I'm a huge advocate for mental health. I remember that 2022 when I won Mr. Freshane. So they asked me, They asked me, what advice would I give to a young generation of men, right? So that we can eradicate this whole thing, gender-based violence and everything. So what I said was, the reason we don't know how to show love to the next person is because I don't know what love is to myself. Because I don't know how to love myself, I can't be able to love you. If I can't, ice cream, ice cream, there's no way I'll ever think about buying you Magnum. I can't. It starts with me. So if I'm nice to myself, I'll be able to be nice to you. If I love myself enough, I'll always be able to show love to the next person. So I feel like that is the advice I would give.
And now mine is simple, okay. The answer is Jesus, okay. That's the instructions. Life came with instruction. It's Jesus. You just pray about it. There's a lot of men who came to me, by the way, they saw me doing good, and it's all about because of Jesus. It will be okay, man. Lord Jesus.
Nah, mo game no man. Yeah, shout out to Jesus, guys. No rapela, like you do like something that like you feel like if you're stressed in it, you do that thing, or whatever you're good at, like you enjoy the most. You enjoy the most. I got get stressed. Instead of like thinking you buyer, you like to play soccer, go and play soccer. You like to maybe sing or dance, do something. And then yeah.
Sorry.
What if you're not
It's your boy Blakey, and then you're on Therafession. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Bam.
Share, so she died.
And this is our cameraman here. Go stay on a shout out on your share Instagram. Bye.
Shout out, go stay.
And then our guest Chando don't want to come back now, but then catch us on the next episode.
Like you know useless.
Useless student. Oh, I'm here.
Never useless.
Kiswere chapel mushimanwa wa moloweli. Rabothata. Kiswere apola. Mfano munsu. Ebeka tingwa bona ukasimbona.
Nice one.